Houston, C, and we're in this creepy parking lot in front of a Gillum watch party. I went to a DeSantis supply drive not too long ago, so I definitely got one side of politics. Now this is going to be the exact opposite, so it'd be pretty interesting to see what kind of people show up and what their thoughts are and whatnot. And so I'm hoping to get some photos and videos and some good Q&As and interviews and whatnot. And I don't know. We'll see. Come on in.
So Floridians can know that I'll be a governor for all Floridians. That's the only way you can do it.
My name is Katie Garwood, and I'm a writer and editor for our website, desantis-vs-gillum.com, and I'm a senior journalism student. So basically our project started, we were coming up as a class as a project to work on throughout the whole semester, and we all kind of agreed that this governor's race would be important and pretty interesting, so we all decided that would be a good thing for us to cover. And a lot of us have been able to go out to different rallies and events and meet volunteers and campaign workers and see the candidates firsthand, which has been really cool. And we've all been able to gather a lot of different kinds of stories and learn a lot of different things about both the supporters and the candidates themselves throughout the whole campaign process.
So for me, one of the biggest challenges, and the biggest challenges that I saw amongst my peers, were events popping up the day before, and you having to figure out how am I supposed to get there, or who can get there. And then another big challenge is that we are student journalists, and a lot of times people don't pay much attention to us because we're not accredited or affiliated with a high up newspaper like the New York Times or anything. So when you seek out interviews with people, they usually don't care, especially candidates or people close to the campaign. You have to really work hard to get an interview, which is showing up at events and getting into that person's face and actively getting those interviews.
I think that tackling an issue like this is definitely going to help us build not only journalistic skills, but people skills and life skills. I think that tackling a big issue like this is really going to help us in the long run in whatever we come across. It was something really hard to do, it was something challenging for all of us, and I think it's a life lesson not only in journalism, but for many other problems and obstacles that we come across.
So we set up a GoFundMe page, I think, pretty early on in our class, and we were able to get, I think, around $385 from people out in the community. Some professors from Flagler donated, former students, and some of our parents as well. So that's kind of funded our journeys across the state. So getting food and gas and anything else that kind of goes along with that, we kind of were able to cover through that fund, which was good.
I really like meeting people who are engaging in the politics that will affect them. So meeting people who are supporting Gillum or meeting people who are supporting DeSantis and seeing why they're supporting them, and trying to understand that, and then seeing what the DeSantis is proposing or what Gillum proposes is going to affect them and how it's going to affect them and why that's better or worse for them. I think that's really important to humanize politics, because it's not just a game, it's also people's lives, and it's important to have that human aspect when reporting on it.
So something that I did, of course everyone has their own opinions, and as a journalist we definitely have to leave those behind. So something that I tried to do for myself is to look at both sides. So if I found an article that was a little bit more conservative, then I would try to find another article that's a little bit more liberal and try to find, okay, is there a median here? Are they both saying the same thing, or is one definitely more one-sided than the other? And try to find the truth, because I think as journalists that's what we are. We are fact finders, and we tell people the truth. I think another thing that I really appreciated that I got to do is interview people our age. When we were at these rallies, I looked for people our age and how they're involved, and a lot of people say that people our age aren't as involved in politics, and I definitely think that's changing, and I was so happy to be able to interview these people and find out why they are so passionate and what drives them to be there.
Hi, I'm Cassidy Strauss. And I'm Emma Schmaxky. And we're here at the St. Johns County Republican March Party at Buffalo Wild Wings.
weren't for this class, I wouldn't have gone out and covered this governor's race, and in the future, employers will like to see that you can cover like a wide variety of things, and I guess politics was kind of one of the gaps that I had personally in my portfolio, and I think this class pretty much filled that all in with everything I've been able to do. So, and just having that experience, knowing how elections work and how to cover an election from the beginning to the end is just a really valuable skill to have in our field, so I'm really glad that I was able to have that experience in college before I get out into the field instead of having to learn it kind of on the fly out there.